My name is Caleb Webster Alt. This is for week 7 assignment, Introduction to Ammunition and Basic Ballistics. The date is 7/26/2024. For part 1, I'll be using a dummy cartridge that's been supplied, and I will demonstrate the proper method of removing the projectile from the cartridge. So to begin, you are given several different collet die sizes, and for the particular cartridge that I have chosen, it is a 7mm mag, or 7mm Remington mag. So all you gotta do is you're gonna have your specific die in here, which I already do. You're gonna loosen the cap. You're going to push it in there all the way until it is seated. You can then tighten it all the way. It's going to take a few blows, but do it on a hardwood surface to not damage the plastic. Bolt has been pulled. And so let me talk about these components here. For this in particular situation, because it is a dummy round, you only see, hold on, the projectile and the casing itself, because there's no primer nor powder. And the proper way to remove the powder and the primer would be to pour this whole setup right into a dish like this, projectile and powder and all. Once it's in here, you would then separate the projectile from the powder. Then you can weigh the powder and all that. And if it were a live cartridge, to remove the primer, I would either you shoot it through a firearm to make it to where it's safe so that you can punch it out, or you get a decapping / depriming die so that you can also safely push them out. For part 2, we're going to go over a cartridge's diameter, but first I'm going to show what an outline would be. So, or first, we'll just start with the diameters, because that is how it's going to go. So this is what I have. This is for a 7mm Remington mag. These are the diameters. So to begin, this is your projectile width, or projectile diameter, which is 284 thousandths of an inch. Then you have the shoulder, which is 491 thousandths of an inch. And the case neck is 315 thousandths of an inch, along with the case body, which is 513 thousandths of an inch. And the case rim is 532 thousandths of an inch. Now, as you can see, I don't have the projectile length on here because we had to pull the projectile, and we will be measuring that here as well in a minute. First off, part 3 states that it wants you to draw a scale copy of the cartridge while on video. And it said it could also be edited. So this is my form of editing. Like, I just wanted to make sure it was drawed, and then the information was on there so that I had something to show the camera that I did draw it. All my info is on there. But let's get into measuring for the projectile length so that it is proven that I do know how to use and read a micrometer. So to measure the projectile length, you're going to open it up as far as you need. And for this particular one, you would need a 1 to 2 inch micrometer because it is just over an inch. So I can't even measure it with this micrometer, but we can quickly look it up. For some reason, I cannot find it. But yes, the projectile length has been left out for me because I don't have the proper micrometer nor even a dial caliper to measure this. And I did try to look it up, and I don't know why, but my computer will not pull it up. My search engine is kind of silly, so it is Bing. I don't know why. I'm definitely going to be changing my search engine. So let's just go over everything. So for part one, I showed you how to properly, disassemble a cartridge. And I talked about the components that are missing. We talked about how I would go about removing a live cartridge, primer, and all that safely. We will also, for part 4, go into demonstrating the method to find the projectile weight. So at least we can do that with the provided scale. So you're going to turn your scale on, and it's going to come up with some increments here. And you're going to change those increments with the M, with the mode button, until you get to grains, which it is on grains. So it is zeroed out. You're going to place the bullet in the middle, and I will show this to the camera in a second here. So place the bullet in the middle. If I show the camera, I don't know if it'll read it backwards or how it will show it, or if it even sees it, but it's 145.4 grains. So a 7mm Remington Magnum projectile is 145.4 grains. Interesting stuff. That is the proper way to use a scale. If you were going to measure powders, you would use this little container. You would place it on the device. You would then click the little T button. That's for tare. It's going to tare out the weight of this, so that whatever powder you put in here, you would actually get the actual measurement of that powder weight. Other than that, I think that is it. We almost forgot part 4, but we got it in there. So yeah. Thank you very much.